Good morning, dear students. Let us study the subject research methodology in the online mode. As all of you know, due to the lockdown situation, we are not in a position to attend the classes personally. So we have to study by using this online medium. In this situation, I am starting the topic research methodology for your class. I think you have studied research methodology in the 5th semester of BCom. This subject is an extension of the topic you have studied earlier with some additions. Almost the subject is having the framework as you studied earlier in the 5th semester BCom. Let us start our class. So the name of your topic is research methodology. As all of you know, research means research, searching for something new. That means it is a search for knowledge, search for identifying or for finding out new knowledge. It is an art of scientific investigation. So we are making a study in depth, in a systematic manner, in a scientific manner. So it is a study about a particular problem in a scientific manner. We can say research as a process of moving from known to unknown. Known to unknown. That means we can disprove the proven truth. Known to the unknown, extending the known knowledge to a new level. So research is a process one uses it for obtaining knowledge of whatever unknown. So we are trying to find out something which is not known to us. So we can see that research is the search for knowledge through objective and systematic method of finding a solution to a problem of research. Please note the two words, objective and systematic method. It is based on some objectives, some primary and secondary objectives. Similarly, it is a systematic method. It is a systematic method, then only it will be a methodology. Then the purpose is to find out solution to a problem of research. So there is a problem. For every research, there should be a problem. You have to find out some solution to that problem. Let us see one definition. Research is the manipulation of things, concepts or symbols for the purpose of generalizing to extend, correct or verify knowledge, whether that knowledge aids in construction of theory or in the practice of an art. So research is the manipulation of things, concepts or symbols. So the available aspects, things, concepts or symbols for the purpose of generalizing, to extend, correct or verify knowledge, to verify the existing knowledge, whether that knowledge aids in construction of a theory, of a scientific theory or in the practice of an art. So it is a study based on the available knowledge to find whether it is correct or not, to find out some solution to a particular problem or to develop a particular theory or a practice of an art. So it is an original contribution to the existing knowledge. So research is an original contribution to the existing knowledge, or it may be a process of adding new knowledge to the existing. Let us see another definition. Research refers to the systematic method consisting of stating the problem, formulating a hypothesis, collecting the facts or data, analyzing the facts, and reaching certain conclusions either in the form of solutions towards the concerned problem or in certain generalizations for some theoretical formulation. Let us split the definition. Research refers to the systematic method. First, note the point, it is a systematic method. It consists of different steps. First one is stating a problem, stating the problem. Second one is you have to formulate some hypotheses. You have to formulate some assumptions based on the past knowledge. Formulating a hypothesis. Then collecting the facts or data related to that particular problem. Analyzing the facts in a systematic manner, and on the basis of that you are formulating conclusion to a particular problem in certain generalization for some theoretical formulation. So it is a process of finding a solution to a particular problem in a systematic manner which enable us for generalization of a theoretical aspect. Then, what are the objectives of research? Let us discuss the major objectives of research. The main aim is to find out the truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered as such. So, it is a research finding for new knowledge to find out the truth which is hidden or which is not yet identified. Then what are the specific objectives? First one, as all of you know, to gain familiarity with a phenomena or to achieve new insight to it. There is a particular phenomena, for example, in India or in world, now you can see there is a lockdown. We can make a study to find out this particular lockdown process and its impact in the economy, the impact to the industry, so on. Second point is to explain accurately the characteristics of a particular individual, situation or a group. We can study about a particular individual. Similarly, we can study about a particular situation, for example, lockdown situation, or a particular group, labor movement, whatever may be. So, it is a detailed study about the characteristics of a particular individual or a particular situation or a particular group. Another point is to determine the frequency with which something occurs or which is associated with something else. So, it is a process of determining the frequency with which something occurs or which is associated with something else. So, in the economic point of view, there may be so many recessions, there may be so many depressions, or there may be so many booms. So the economists try to identify the arrival of a depression or the arrival of a boom on a systematic manner. So the frequency of occurring of a particular phenomena. Another point is to test hypothesis of a causal relationship between variables. As all of you know, there are some variables. To study about the relation between two variables, for example, the study about the impact of rainfall and agriculture production. To study about the impact of the fertilization and the agricultural production. Whatever may be, we can study about the relationship between two variables. So, there are some specific objectives. First one, to gain familiarity of a particular phenomena. Another point is to identify the characteristics of a particular individual, situation or a group. Next one, to determine the frequency of something happens, and finally to test the hypothesis between the relationship of variables. Then there are so many types of research. Let us discuss what are the different types of research. First one, descriptive research. So descriptive research is one which consists of finding inquiry of different kinds. So in this case, we use a particular methodology which focuses more on the what of research or why of research. So what is the reason for that particular process or why of the research. It includes a process of research question, a research design, and a detailed data analysis. So descriptive research is a detailed research and which have some characteristics. It is a quantitative research. It is based on some data. Similarly, there are some uncontrolled variables. There are so many uncontrollable variables. Similarly, cross-sectional variables. We are studying the impact of a particular concept in different sections of the society. Similarly, it is a basis for further research. So, descriptive research is the most common research, which consists of several techniques. That is observational method. We can make the study based on the observations of the researcher. We can conduct a study based on the case study method, or we can conduct a study based on the survey research. So the most important type of research is this descriptive research. It is based on studying a particular concept by collecting data, by analyzing it, and by making conclusion. So first method is descriptive research. Second one is analytical research. It is one in which the researcher has to use facts or information already available and analyze these information to make a critical evaluation of the material. So we are analyzing something in depth based on the existing data. So the information available is analyzed in a systematic manner to find out some new solution. Another concept is applied research. That is a process of finding a solution for an immediate problem facing by the society. As all of you know, medical field is trying to find out a solution to the COVID. So it is an applied research happening in the medical field based on the virological aspects of a particular disease. So research is focusing on some social or business problem or medical problem which is practical to a particular situation. Marketing research is a common aspect used in commerce. Another aspect is fundamental research. So fundamental research means it is related to generalization and with the formulation of a theory. So it is based on some theory. Studies related to natural phenomena or pure mathematics or human behavior are some examples. Here the researcher tries to find out some solution to that particular issue and to add some additional knowledge. Similarly, there is quantitative research. Quantitative research is based on quantitative measurements of some characteristics which is applicable to a particular phenomena that can be expressed quantitatively. So you can study the particular problem only by using quantitative data. So it is conducted in social sciences using statistical methods. There is quantitative research. Another point is there is qualitative research. So we can study about a particular qualitative phenomena, for example quality or honesty or motivation. So in such a situation, the researcher tries to discover the motives or desire or satisfaction of a consumer. So qualitative research is based on the qualitative aspects. Then conceptual research. Conceptual research is related to some abstract ideas or theory which is used by philosophers to develop new concepts or to reinterpret existing ones. So for example, the Newton's law of gravity is studied by so many scientists for making some interpretation. So they are trying to develop new concepts or new theory based on a particular theory, particular concept. Such a study based on concepts is known as conceptual research. Another one is empirical research. So empirical research is a process in which the data based on research is coming up with conclusion which are capable of being verified by observation or experiment. So the data is analyzed by observation or experiment. It relies on experience or observation alone. The researcher have to provide proof to support the study. So it is an empirical research in which the researcher makes conclusion based on proof. Only by using scientific proof the researcher can conduct an empirical research. Another major types are one-time research, that is confined to a particular time period. Longitudinal research is one which is carried on over several time periods, frequently repeated. Laboratory research is based on the laboratory experiments. Then there is clinical or diagnostic research which is based on case studies related to limited size of sample. And finally, historical research based on the historical studies. Thank you.